Hey, it's Jag, and this is Josiah, and we are drinking Rogue Single Barrel Project Dead Guy Whiskey. This is a 99 proof bottle that I paid $100 for.
Oh.
This was an impulse buy. I went into a liquor store in Oregon. I was looking for something else, and they didn't have it. And I saw this. I was like, that sounds interesting. Single barrel project. It's finished in Amarone wine barrels, which was really trendy last year.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why I picked this one. Was I was intrigued by that.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you mean?
And so they distill it for 6 years in a regular oak barrel, and then they take it out, and then they put it into a barrel that has been used to age wine and has since been discarded, and they put it in that barrel for another year.
Oh.
So it soaks up some of the wine and some of the flavor of that particular wood, Amarone wood. And so it imparts an extra complexity to the drink. So I actually have no reason for buying this except for I was intrigued, as you were, by the Amarone. And I know that Rogue makes this beer. It's an Oregon company, if I'm not mistaken. Newport, Oregon. And they make beer.
Right.
And they made this beer once that was, maybe it was even Dead Guy. Maybe it was Dead Guy beer.
Dead Guy beer.
Yeah, and I liked it. It was like a dark porter kind of dark beer, which I like. And so then I saw this, and I'm like, oh, I like Dead Guy porter, so maybe I'll like Dead Guy whiskey. So let's find out. I think it has kind of a darkness in the color.
Yeah. It looks akin to amber, for sure.
Yeah.
It almost looks like it could be a beer of some sort.
Yeah. A flat one.
Yes.
The legs on this are extremely slow. It's like they're taking forever to form and drip.
Yeah, pause there.
Now, I've been drinking this bottle. As you can see, it's almost a quarter of the way. It's almost 3/4 gone. So, I've already formed opinions of it. So, I'm going to be quiet so I don't influence you.
So on initial smell, I think I'm detecting the faintest bit of cherry, bit of some kind of fruit.
Stone fruit.
Mm.
Huh.
Definitely an intriguing smell. I want to taste it.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
Cherry, I think, in general is good too. I like that. There's barrels on the back of the bottle. Let's say Cabernet, Port, Sherry,
Gotcha.
Pinot, Sherry. I'm not sure what that's supposed to say. It's like STAN.
Mm. I gotta say, tasting it, I can definitely get that wine element
Yeah.
pretty strongly. I won't go so far as to say you would confuse it, in the dark, but if you were a few drinks in, I don't know if you could tell if this is just a really strong, savory wine, or if it was a bourbon or whiskey.
Is the Amarone a kind of wine?
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of wood. So it's,
Amarone wood.
when they finish it with Amarone casks, that means that someone has aged wine, Amarone wine, in those barrels, and now they're putting the bourbon in.
Yeah, it definitely has to do with the wood, but I believe it is a type of wine. We're gonna get all these comments about people going, I love the video, but that guy was totally off.
Nobody watches these videos.
Exactly.
Nobody's gonna comment.
I'll comment.
If you guys have a comment, feel free. But we don't claim to be experts. We're just sitting here drinking some bourbon and talking about it. But I thought it was a kind of wood, but it makes sense either way. It does say Amarone wine casks. And the
Yeah.
other one I had, it says Italian, by the way.
Mhm.
Italian Amarone cask.
I believe it is an Italian wine or an Italian practice with wine.
Okay.
Tradition.
I wonder if it has to do with the root word love.
Amor?
Or more.
Yeah.
So speaking of love, what do you think of this? What do you think of this?
I think, personally speaking, you spent 100 on it. I think it's surprising enough. I think it's got that nice middle ground where between wine and bourbon, where it's not quite a gimmick. There's some class to it, I think. Let's try it again.
Explain, if you can,
Yeah.
what you're tasting.
Yeah.
If someone else was tasting this, what would they expect to experience?
Yeah, it's I think the best way to describe it, the word I keep coming back to is savory. Like I almost feel like I'm drinking a steak.
Umami. Okay. Not a lot of sweetness, right?
Mm-mm.
I think that's disappointing to me. One of my favorite aspects of bourbon is that it's got some sweetness. It's part of one of the points of the triangle.
Yeah.
And when you said cherry, I was thinking that could be sweet. It could be a sour cherry, but it could be sweet. That last sip I just took me somewhere completely different.
The smell is what I said had cherry. I'm
Yeah.
not getting cherry as much on the taste.
No.
So none of that promise is really there,
Right.
actually.
It was a check that they couldn't cash. The bottle's pretty.
Yeah.
After opening Rolling Thunder Barrel Works cooperage in 2015, so this is only a 10-year-old distillery, we became fascinated with exploring the impact that different types of wood impresses on the flavor, aroma, and taste of our whiskeys. That's true. I agree with that. It's fascinating. We created Single Barrel Project as our way to explore that curiosity through finishing rogue whiskey in unique barrels and uncommon wood varietals. Well, I don't know how uncommon Amarone is, but anyway. Oftentimes in a non-replicable way, and always one barrel at a time. Yeah, so that's the thing about when you get into single barrel bottles. It's a unicorn. It's just one. So if we loved this and we ran out and bought another bottle, unless it was from the same barrel as this one, which is highly unlikely, it's likely to be very different.
Yeah.
I totally smell the cherry now that you brought it up.
Yeah. Yeah, but again, I don't taste it. I've had 2 tastes so far, I think.
And you're looking for it.
I'm trying to find it.
It's just not coming.
The end is pretty nice. It lingers decently. but again, I don't feel like there's a lot of transformation over the course of tasting it. It kind of picks a lane and stays there a little bit.
Relax complexity.
Yeah. So maybe I take back what I said. Maybe it is a little gimmicky. It's kind of like, hey, here's kind of the wine flavoring, and it's in a bourbon, and it tastes expensive, but it's not really doing anything surprising.
Yeah. Sometimes I wonder if like you're a distillery, and then you're like tasting your bottles, and you think, wow, these barrels have nothing going on. Maybe we should take these barrels and put them into a different kind of barrel,
Mm-hmm.
and see if we can create something. So that you have kind of like a mediocre product that you're tarting up, lipstick on a pig kind of thing. I don't know. I'm just.
I will say, third sip, it does tingle nicely on the tongue. I'll give it that.
Okay, so you're getting like a tingly mouthfeel.
Tingly mouthfeel for sure. But that's maybe we let it sit a while,
Mm-hmm.
so it had plenty of time.
No excuse of like,
Yeah.
it's just been right out of the bottle. This was sitting for a good half an hour maybe.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm getting is kind of like a spicy Dr. Pepper.
That carbonation has crept in. Yeah.
And there's like a prune, prune with cinnamon on it.
Yeah. Maybe that's the kind of the prune.
Are you getting that?
The prune might be some of the savory flavor that I was talking about. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah.
I wasn't getting that when I first started today, when we were first sipping this. My first sip. One way to think about it is if you were to say, so $100 for this, right?
Yeah.
Compared to other bottles maybe that you've had that were $100, how would this compare? Or another way of thinking about it is, would you pay $100 for this bottle?
Probably not.
No.
Probably not at all.
I think
honestly.
that the price definitely enters into how I feel about a bottle. If I
It
paid
has
$25
to,
for
it
this,
has
I'd be
to.
like, wow, that's good.
If you got every bottle as a gift, then you wouldn't factor in the price. But because you had to pay for it, it's different.
True.
Like if you somehow were a guy who got free bottles of bourbon all the time, you might be more charitable than you would if
Could
you had to pay
happen.
for it.
I mean, I can see a world where that could happen. Just saying.
Absolutely.
It could. I wouldn't mind. But that's true. Unfortunately, but the thing is that the distiller decides what the price is.
Yeah.
In most cases, and in this case, for sure, the distiller decided we're going to charge $100 for this.
I definitely wouldn't pay it. Yeah, I can strongly say I would not pay $100. So.
Thank you for pointing out that cherry, because I wasn't getting anything until you said that.
Yeah.
And now it's like a cherry starburst.
It's instead of it's the cherry Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. Yeah.
A little bit, you know.
And that Dr. Pepper taste that I sometimes get, I describe sometimes as prune. But it also comes to me from, it's the infinity effect, which is when I have an infinity bottle, which I've taken many different bourbons that I've liked and poured it into this one bottle, so they're all mixed together.
Yeah.
And then I've noticed that after a while, the infinity bottle just kind of has this juicy fruit flavor, like root. What's it called? Like tutti frutti.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of like undefinable everythingness. Too blended. Too much of everything is in here. And I guess I'm getting a little bit of that from this.
Mm-hmm.
When I say Dr. Pepper, I think that just brings it to this place of there's so much going on. Too much going on.
It's so complex it ends up feeling like a little bland.
It's trying too hard.
Yeah, definitely.
So, in full disclosure, now that we've spoken,
Yeah.
I told you before that there was one bottle in my collection that I thought was bad.
It was that one,
This
wasn't
is
it?
the one.
Yeah, I knew it. Okay. Yeah, when you said one was bad, and then I was like, I feel like I'm gonna pick one of the ones that's bad.
Well, I was definitely going to pick this one for you.
Oh, good.
I was
Yeah.
kind of hoping we were going to get to the point where we were going to dump it out into the sink.
We might still. Third video.
But this
Yeah,
is...
I mean, I don't buy as much bourbon as you.
Not many people do.
No. But having bought types of alcohol, I would say this is probably, being charitable, this is probably only like worth $70.
That's very charitable.
It's very charitable, but
I was thinking more like 30.
30 is what I want to pay. But if I saw 70, I'd be like, okay, maybe.
I don't know if there's
But-
any amount of money that you could charge to make me buy this again.
Oh well,
I
no,
don't
that's the
ever
thing.
have to have this again, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it's
I could pour this down the sink and I would not miss it.
yeah. This one again. This one's weird. It again, like you said, the check that wouldn't cash. The cherry, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I really want to try this. And then when I got it, it was like, I don't get cherry. I get a million other things, and then I get left with the tingly tongue. But unlike some other bourbons where it kind of travels down the throat, I almost feel like it stops at the edge of your tongue and then just disappears. It's just concerned with that.
Yeah. It's just a quick flash of what? And then it's gone.
Yeah.
It's got no like personality. It has no uniqueness. It's not leaning into anything. It's just trying to lean into everything.
Mm.
I'm getting smoke, and I'm getting pepper, and then like dark fruit sweetness.
Mhm.
So on paper, it has all of the things that I say that I require from a bourbon. But it's just the kind of thing where the only reason that I would take another sip of this is to see if it got any better. And it just keeps not getting better.
I think arguably it's gotten worse.
Really?
I think I got to the third one. I'm like, I finally figured it out, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very strange. Jack of all trades, master of none, I would say.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, they say on their label that it's kind of an experiment, and through curiosity, they do these unique
Yeah.
things that are non-replicable. And I would say this was a fail. It's a good thing you can't replicate this.
Yeah.
So you don't want to take this home?
I mean, I'll do my own version of the video where I pour it down the throat.
Okay.
That'd be kind of funny. Dead Guy Whiskey. Yeah, I feel like that's an unfortunate name when it's associated with this one.
Yeah. I'm getting corpse and
corpse.
formaldehyde.
Yeah, we talked. It's 99 proof, so it's somewhat on the lower end, slightly.
I'm kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
I think 100 kind of is right in the middle
Yeah.
of the typical range. And I like the proof right at that spot. I actually have no complaints about the proof situation. It's just the flavors, they don't work for me.
On the back of this, they're claiming there's like a strong coconut flavor, and I'm not getting that at all.
Coconut?
Yeah. They're claiming that there's a strong coconut and fresh oak, and I get the oak, but
Yeah.
there's no coconut that I can detect. So they failed on that.
That's just a lie.
Yeah. Then yeah, char. I'm getting the char.
Yeah.
Clove. Yep. A bit of that vanilla, but yeah, that coconut is not showing up for me. I don't know about you.
No, I'm not getting coconut.
Strange. The Oregon Italians, you know.
Yeah, the Oregon Italians.
Huh. Well, I guess I'll finish it just in case it surprises me.
Yeah, good luck with that. So we are just gonna say goodbye. And I hope that, oops, that's the wrong, where's the front of this? There it is. That's what we've been drinking. So I hope that you have a nice day.